If you're a small group leader or if you're in a mentoring relationship, you're going to have a lot of meetings with your small group or with the people that you're mentoring. And so I want to make sure that you get the most out of those meetings by preparing for them in advance. Let me give you 4 tips about how to prepare for your group or your mentoring meetings. Tip number 1 is watch the video in advance. Take time to watch the video and to read the article well in advance of your meeting, because there might be some new ideas that you need to process, that you need to learn for yourself. And as you explore and learn those things for yourself, you might need to watch the video 2 or 3 times to make sure you're confident about what it's saying. And so, do that in advance, because it's a whole lot easier to process those new ideas when you're not in the heat of the moment and you're trying to explain them to somebody else. So make sure you take time to watch the video and read the article. Now, tip number 2 is follow the links. Every article has links to related topics and related resources that are going to help you understand that conversation even better and help you see the bigger picture of it. And so make sure that you at least check out those links, even if you don't dig in and depth with what those topics are saying. At least be aware of them, because those things might come up in your conversation, and they might be resources that will help your small group or help the person that you're mentoring to get a better grasp of the thing that you're talking about. So be sure to follow the links and know where they go. And then the third tip that I have for you to prepare for your group or your mentoring meeting is to take some notes. As you go through the topic yourself, jot down some notes of some things that you want to bring attention to, some things worthy of further discussion. Maybe some thoughts about the topic that you want to explore, maybe some additional questions that you want to probe, maybe some possible applications, some other things you want to highlight. So if you have a few notes, then you won't forget what you wanted to say or talk about when you get into your small group or your mentor meeting. So be sure to jot down some notes. And then the fourth tip I want to leave you is I want to really encourage you to preview the discussion questions. Take some time to look over all of the discussion questions ahead of time, because you might find that there's some that don't really apply to your relationship or to your small group. And you may find that there's others that you need to write as a follow-up to the questions that are given. So make sure you've thought about those questions yourself. Do you have a clear sense of really what the question is trying to say, what it's asking for? Don't just memorize, or just read the questions as if you haven't thought about them yourselves. And take time to interact with the topic yourself, and let God speak to you about this topic in your own life. And so don't come to a small group or a mentor meeting unless you're prepared. It's going to help you so much, but don't make the people in the group or other people work harder at this conversation that you do. Come prepared and expect a great meeting.